Om Shanti. Today is Sunday, the 11th of January 2026. On this Sunday morning, let us listen to the Avyakta Bapdada's Murli, which was originally held on 20th of October 2008. Therefore, the Avyakta Murli of today, that is 11th of January 2026, is a revised Murli of 20th of October 2008. Avyakta Bapdada says, in essence, become a jewel of contentment and spread the light of contentment in the world. Remain content and make everyone content. Let's hear the essence once again on this Sunday morning. Avyakta Bapdada says, become a jewel of contentment and spread the light of contentment in the world. Remain content and make everyone content. Om Shanti. Today, Bapdada is seeing his jewels of contentment who always remain content. So who is Bapdada seeing? Bapdada is seeing his jewels of contentment who always remain content. Such a beautiful sparkle is sparkling everywhere through the sparkle of each and every jewel of contentment. Baba says each jewel of contentment is loved so much by the Father, loved by everyone, and also loved by the Self. Everyone loves contentment. So Baba says everyone loves contentment. Therefore, each jewel of contentment is so much loved. Baba says is loved so much by the Father, loved by everyone, and also loved by Self. Contentment is always to be full of all attainments, because where there is contentment, there is nothing unattained. So where there is contentment, there is nothing unattained. A contented soul has the natural nature of contentment. The power of contentment easily and naturally spreads contentment into the atmosphere everywhere. Baba says the face and eyes of such a soul spread the wave of contentment into the atmosphere. Where there is contentment, other specialities automatically come. So, where there is contentment, other specialities automatically come. Baba says, contentment is the special gift from the Father at the confluence age. So, what is the special gift that we receive at the confluence age? It is the gift of contentment. The stage of contentment is always victorious on an external stage. Baba says, external situations continue to change, but the power of contentment constantly keeps increasing. No matter how many external situations come in front of you, at every moment Maya and nature are seen to be like a puppet show in front of a jewel of contentment. So Maya and nature are seen to be like a puppet show in front of a jewel of contentment. Therefore, Baba says contented souls never become distressed. The show of external situations is experienced as entertainment. So, external situations always seem like an entertainment. In order to experience this entertainment, let the seat of your stage always be that of a detached observer. This will give you the experience of entertainment. This being the Avyakt Mass. So Baba says, in order to experience this entertainment, let the seat of your stage always be that of a detached observer. Baba says this will give you the experience of entertainment. No matter how much the scene changes, a contented soul who is stable on the seat of a detached observer is able to change every external situation with the stage of the self by being a detached observer. So, Baba asks, each one of you has to check yourself. Am I always content? Always. Are you always content or only sometimes? Baba reconfirms. For every power, for your happiness and for you to become double light and fly, Bapdada always tells the children, always remember the word Sada. Sada meaning always. The word sometimes doesn't exist in the dictionary of Brahmin life because contentment means all attainment. Contentment means all attainment. Where there is all attainment, the word sometimes doesn't exist. Therefore, Baba asks, so, are you those who always have an experience, or are you still making effort? Have each of you asked yourself this? Have you checked yourself? Because all of you are the especially loved. Baba says, because all of you are the especially beloved, sweet, lovely and cooperative self-transformer children of the Father. So who all are we? We all of us are, Baba says, especially beloved, sweet, lovely and cooperative self-transformer children of the Father. You are like that, are you not? Baba asks, is it like that? Do you experience yourself in the same way as the Father is seeing you? Raise your hands. Those who remain content all the time, not just sometimes. You remember the word Sada, do you not? You are raising your hands slowly. Good. Very good. Only a few of you are raising your hands, and you are raising them after careful consideration. However, Bap Dada has repeatedly drawn your attention. Now, look at both the time and also the self. So Baba says, look at both the time and also the self. Check the speed of the time and the speed of the self. You have to pass with honors, do you not? So Baba highlights the words pass with honors. You have to pass with honors, do you not? Each one of you should think, I am Raj Dular or Raj Dulari, royal, especially beloved child of the Father. So Baba says each one of us should consider ourselves either a Raj Dular or a Raj Dulari, meaning a royal, especially beloved child of the Father. You do consider yourselves to be royal children, do you not? What love and remembrance does Bap Dada give you every day? Beloved children. So Baba asks, who are the beloved ones? So what love and remembrance does Bap Dada give us every day? He calls us beloved children. So who are the beloved ones? The ones who follow the Father. Baba highlights the words follow the Father, and it is very, very, very easy to follow. Baba highlights the words 3 times. It's very, very, very easy to follow. It is not difficult at all. If you follow in just one aspect, you will easily be following in all other aspects. It is just one line that the Father reminds you of every day. You remember that, do you not? Baba says, consider yourself to be a soul and remember me, your Father. It is just this one line, is it not? Consider yourself to be a soul and remember me, your Father. Baba says, and it is souls who remember it. Those who have received treasures from the Father cannot stay without doing service because they have plentiful attainment and limitless treasures. So what is Baba saying? Those who have received treasures from the Father cannot stay without doing service because they have plentiful attainment and limitless treasures. You are the children of the bestower. You cannot stay without giving to others. And what is the title that the majority of you have been given? Double foreigners. So your title itself is double. Seeing all of you, Bap Dada is pleased and always automatically sings the song, Wah my children, Wah. It is good. In which plane have you come from all the different countries? Physically, you may have come in any plane, but which plane is Bap Dada seeing? You have all reached your lovely home in the plane of deep love. So where have we reached? We have reached our lovely home in the plane of deep love. Today, Bap Dada is giving every child the blessing, O lovely, beloved child, always be a jewel of contentment and spread the light of contentment into the world. So Baba gives every child the blessing, O lovely, beloved child, always be a jewel of contentment and spread the light of contentment into the world. Remain content and make others content. Some children say that it is easy to remain content, but to make others feel content feels a bit difficult. So what do some children say? It is easy to remain content, but to make others content feels a little difficult. Bap Dada knows that if you want to make each and every soul content, the method for that is very easy. If someone becomes discontented with you and remains discontented with you, then that person is discontented anyway. However, you also become influenced by their discontentment to some extent. You do have waste thoughts, do you not? Baba asks. If you keep yourself as an embodiment of the awareness of the mantra that Bap Dada has given you, the mantra of good wishes and pure feelings, you would not have any waste thoughts. So, what is the mantra that Baba has given us? Baba says, if you keep yourself as an embodiment of the awareness of the mantra that Bap Dada has given you, the mantra of good wishes and pure feelings, you would not have any waste thoughts. You know that someone is like this or like that, but you still have to experience yourself to be constantly detached and detached from the vibrations of that one and always loving to the Father. Even if the vibrations of your elevated stage of being detached and loving to the Father do not reach that soul, they will definitely spread into the atmosphere. If someone does not transform themselves and you are being affected by that soul in the form of waste thoughts, then everyone's thoughts spread into the atmosphere. Therefore, Baba says, become detached, be loving to the Father, and have benevolent and pure feelings and good wishes for that soul too. Let's hear the last few lines again. Baba says, even if the vibrations of your elevated stage of being detached and loving to the Father do not reach that particular soul, they will definitely spread into the atmosphere. So, Baba says, if someone does not transform themselves and you are being affected by that soul in the form of waste thoughts, then everyone's thoughts spread into the atmosphere. Therefore, become detached. Baba says, be loving to the Father and have benevolent and pure feelings and good wishes for that soul too. Many times children say, because that one made a mistake, I had to tell them with force. Your nature and face also becomes a little forceful. So Baba highlights the words force and forceful. So what do many children say to Baba? Many times children say, because that one made a mistake, I had to tell them with force. So for that Baba says, your nature and face also becomes a little forceful. So that one made a mistake. But is the force that you showed not a mistake? That one made some mistake and you said something forcefully, and this would be said to be a trace of anger. Is that right? Baba asks. Can one wrong put another wrong right? So, two wrongs do not make a right. So therefore Baba asks, can one wrong put another wrong right? According to the time nowadays, you have to pay special attention when you make your words forceful, because to speak loudly or to speak while being fed up, thinking that that one is not changing, is also a trace of the second number vice. So let's hear that sentence again. Baba says, according to the time nowadays, you have to pay special attention when you make your words forceful, because to speak loudly or to speak while being fed up, thinking that that one is not changing, is also a trace of the second number vice. It is said that words emerging from your mouth should be like a shower of flowers. Sweet words, a smiling face, a sweet attitude, sweet drishti. These are also means of service. So what all has Baba highlighted? Sweet words, a smiling face, a sweet attitude, sweet drishti, sweet relationships and contacts. These are also means of service. Therefore, look at the result. If they made a mistake, they are wrong. And with the aim of making them understand and not with any other aim, your aim is very good, that you are giving teachings and explaining to them. What has been seen to be the result of that? Baba asks, does that one change? In fact, Baba says that one becomes more afraid of coming in front of you in the future. The aim that you had was not fulfilled, and therefore your thoughts, your words, your way of speaking and your relationships and connections, let these always be sweet, that is always great, because nowadays people want to see your practical life. Baba highlights the words practical life. What do people want to see nowadays? They want to see our practical life. So therefore Baba says, your thoughts, your words, your way of speaking and your relationships and connections, let these always be sweet, that is always great, because nowadays people want to see your practical life. When you serve through words, they are influenced. through that verbal service, and they come close, and that is beneficial. But when they practically see sweetness, Baba highlights the word practically. When they practically see sweetness, greatness and elevated feelings through your activity and face, they take inspiration. They also take inspiration for themselves. As the situations will keep changing according to the time in the future, at that time all of you will have to do more service through your face and your behavior. So Baba says the situations will keep changing according to the time in the future, and at that time all of us will have to do more service through our face and through our behavior. Therefore, Baba says, check yourself. Are the sanskars of an attitude and vision of good wishes and pure feelings towards other souls part of your nature and natural? Baba highlights the word nature and natural and asks, are the sanskars of an attitude and vision of good wishes and pure feelings towards other souls a part of your nature and natural? Bap Dada wishes to see each child as a bead of the rosary, a bead of the rosary of victory. So, do all of you consider yourselves to be those who are going to become the beads of the rosary? Many children think that only the children who have become instruments will become part of the rosary of 108. But Bap Dada has already told you before too that the 108 is a memorial of the rosary of devotion. However, if each one of you becomes a victorious bead, then Bap Dada will create many more strands in the garland. In the rosary of the Father's heart, each of you victorious children has a place, and this is a guarantee from the Father. Baba highlights the word guarantee, and he says, in the rosary of the Father's heart, each of you victorious children has a place, and this is a guarantee from the Father. Simply make yourself victorious in your thoughts, words, actions, behavior, and on your face. Do you like this? Will you become this? Bap Dada guarantees that he will make you into a bead of the rosary of victory. Who will become that? Okay, then Bap Dada will begin to make strands within strands in the rosary. Double foreigners like this, do you not? Baba says it is the Father's duty to bring you into the rosary of victory, and it is your duty to become victorious. It is easy, is it not? Or is it difficult? Baba reconfirms, do you find it difficult? Those who find it difficult, raise your hands. Do you find it difficult? There are a few who find it a little difficult. Bap Dada says, when you say Bap Dada, then by saying Baba, will you not receive an inheritance? Since all of you have a right to the inheritance and the Father has given you the inheritance so easily, it is just a matter of a second. Baba highlights the word second. It is just a matter of a second. You knew and accepted my Baba. And what did the Father say? My child. So, we said my Baba, and what did the Father say? My child. So, a child naturally has a right to an inheritance. Baba says, you say Baba, do you not? All of you use just this one expression, my Baba, Mera Baba. Is it like that? Is it my Baba? Raise your hands for this. If it is my Baba, is it not also my inheritance? Baba asks. Since you say my Baba, it is also bound to be my inheritance. And what is the inheritance? Baba asks. To become equal to the Father, to be victorious. Bap Dada saw that the majority of double foreigners love to walk hand in hand. It is a fashion to walk hand in hand. Even now, the Father asks, what is Shiv Baba's hand? He doesn't have physical hands, and so if you are holding Shiv Baba's hand, what hand is that? Shrimat is the Father's hand. So what is the Father's hand? It is Shrimat. So Baba says, just as you love walking hand in hand, what difficulty is there in walking, giving your hand to the hand of Shrimat? You saw Father Brahma. You saw the practical proof of how, by taking every step according to Shrimat, he reached his destination of becoming a perfect angel. Did you not? So Baba says that we saw Father Brahma giving us the practical proof of how, by taking every step according to Srimad, he reached his destination of becoming a perfect angel. So this is in connection with yesterday's Murli regarding becoming an angel. Baba says he became an avyakta angel. So follow the Father. From the moment of waking up till night time, Bap Dada has told you the Srimad for every step. How you should wake up, how you should move along, how you should perform actions, what thoughts should you have in your mind, and how you should spend your time in an elevated way. You have received Srimad till the time you go to sleep. There is no need to even think. Baba says there is no need even to think, should I do this or not? Simply follow Father Brahma. So Baba highlights the word follow. He says, simply follow Father Brahma. Bap Dada has deep love in his heart. Bap Dada does not wish to see even one child not becoming victorious, not becoming a king. Each child is a king child, Raja Bacha, a self-sovereign, a master of the self. Therefore, do not forget your self-sovereignty. Do you understand? Baba asks, do you understand? Do not forget your self-sovereignty. Bap Dada has given the signal many times that delicate times and the times of suddenly are ahead. Bap Dada highlights the word suddenly. Delicate times and the times of suddenly are ahead. Therefore, it is necessary to be ever ready and to have the experience of being bodiless. Baba says no matter how busy you are, practice becoming bodiless in a second from now on, even while you are busy. So, we should practice becoming bodiless in a second, even when we are busy. You say that you remain very busy, but if you are thirsty when you are very busy, what would you do? You would drink some water, would you not? So, Baba is giving us such a practical example. Even if we are very busy and we are thirsty, don't we drink water? You understand that you are thirsty and so it is necessary to drink water. Every now and then, it is necessary to practice being in a bodiless and soul conscious stage. Because Baba says in the times that are to come, there will be the need for an unshakable stage in the times of upheaval everywhere. So, if you do not practice this from now on, over a long period of time, how would you remain unshakable at the time of extreme upheaval? So, Baba says in future, every now and then it is necessary to practice being in a bodiless and soul conscious stage, because in times to come there will be a need for being in an unshakable stage in the times of upheaval everywhere. So therefore Baba says throughout the whole day, find even 1 or 2 minutes and check yourself as to whether you are able to become bodiless through your stage of soul consciousness according to the time. Check and change yourself. Baba highlights the words check and change. Do not just check yourself, also change yourself. By repeatedly checking this practice and by revising it, it will become your natural stage. Baba highlights the word natural. You have love for Bap Dada and all of you raise your hand in this. You have love, do you not? Do you have full love? Baba asks, is it full or incomplete? It is not incomplete, is it? So, if you have love, then what is your promise? What promise have you made? Will you return home together? Will you become bodiless and return home with the Father or follow him later? Baba again reconfirms, will you go together? And you will also stay with him in the subtle region for a short time, just a short time. And then you will come in the first birth with Father Brahma. Have you promised this? You have you not? Baba is not making you raise your hands for this, but just nod your head. By raising your hands, you become tired. Baba says, since you are going to go with him and not going to stay behind, who will be the Father? Who will the Father take with him? The Father will take with him those who are equal to him. So, Baba says, Baba is not making you raise your hands for this, but just nod your head. Because Baba says by raising your hands, you become tired. Since you are going to go with him and not going to stay behind, who will the Father take with him? The Father will take with him all those who are equal to him. The Father too does not like to go alone. He also wants to go with the children. So Baba asks, so are you ready to go with him? Nod in agreement. Are you ready? Will all of you go? Are all of you ready to go? You can only go when the Father goes. You will not go now. Now you still have to go back abroad. The Father will issue an order and ring the bell of being a conqueror of attachment and an embodiment of remembrance. And you will then begin to return with him. So, the preparations are made, are they not? The sign of love is to return with him. Acha. Bab Dada is experiencing each child who is far away to be close to him. Since the instruments of science are able to bring close the things that are far away, you are able to see them and hear them. So, Bab Dada is also seeing the children who are far away as being the closest of all. Let's remember this Murli was held in October 2008. You are not far. You are merged in his heart. Bab Dada is merging in his heart and in his eyes the children who have come here especially for this turn, and is seeing each one as one who will return with him, stay with him, and then rule in the kingdom with him. So how is Baba seeing each one of us children? He is seeing each one as one who will return with him, stay with him, and then rule in the kingdom with him. So from today, what drill will you perform again and again throughout the day? What drill will you practice throughout the day? Baba asks. In 1 second, can you not experience yourself to be soul conscious, detached in the bodiless stage, while being in the body and also loving to the Father? So, now in 1 second, become bodiless. Acha. So now Bab Dada carries out the drill. In this way, throughout the day, no matter how, find 1 minute now and then and continue to make this practice firm. So, Baba asks us to find out time even for 1 minute and continue to make this practice firm. Because Bab Dada knows that the times to come will be extremely distressing. All of you will have to give sakash, and your giving that sakash will become your intense effort. In a short time, you will have to give all powers through sakash. And those who give sakash in such delicate times, however many you give it to, whether you give it to many or a few, that many will become your devotees in the copper and iron ages. Let's hear this sentence again. Baba says, in a short time, you will have to give all powers through sakash, and those who give sakash in such delicate times, however many you give it to, whether you give it to many or a few, that many will become your devotees in the copper and iron ages. So, at the confluence age, each of you is also creating your devotees, because the happiness and peace that you give them become merged in their hearts, and they will give you a return of that in the form of their devotion. So let's hear the sentence once again. At the confluence age, Baba says, each of you is also creating your devotees, because the happiness and peace that you give them become merged in their hearts, and they will give you a return of that in the form of their devotion. Acha, to all the lights of Bab Dada's eyes everywhere, to the souls who uplift the world and are the support of the world, to the world transformer children who are master removers of sorrow and bestowers of happiness, lots and lots of love from the heart, love and remembrance from the heart, and accept multi-million-fold blessings. Acha, we the spiritual children also say namaste to our spiritual father. Today's blessing is, may you have all rights, cycle after cycle, with the awareness of your combined form and the intoxication of your position. Blessing once again, may you have all rights, cycle after cycle, with the awareness of your combined form and the intoxication of your position. Baba explains, remain combined with the awareness of I and my Baba, and constantly be aware of this elevated position. Today I am a Brahmin, and tomorrow I will become a deity. Always remember the mantra, Hum so, so hum. By having the intoxication and happiness of this, you will easily forget the old world. You will always have the intoxication that you are a soul who has all rights, cycle after cycle. I was this, I am this, and I will be this, cycle after cycle. So we must remember hum so hum. I was this, I am this, and I will be this, cycle after cycle. So today's blessing was, may you have all rights, cycle after cycle, with the awareness of your combined form and the intoxication of your position. Finally, the slogan for today, become your own teacher and all weaknesses will automatically finish. Let's hear the wonderful slogan of this Sunday again. Baba says, become your own teacher and all weaknesses will automatically finish. Om Shanti. In the Avyakta signal for the month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. Today's point is, generally, no one likes to be in bondage. But when you are influenced by something, you become tied by a bondage. So check whether you are a soul who is influenced by something or whether you are free. The pleasure of liberation in life is now. In the future, there won't be the contrast of being liberated in life and in a life of bondage. The experience of being liberated in life at this time is elevated. You are in life but free and not in bondage. So this happens only in the confluence age. So therefore Baba says, you are in life but free and not in bondage. The experience of being liberated in life at this time is elevated. Acha, Om Shanti.